Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of City Bus Manager with me, Tops. Last episode we left off, we are still improving the Woolwich Depot. We made a lot of more bus routes go over this way. And with that, buses are going out. We've done some research of bus wear and tear, some more efficient panels. We've currently got a mobile app in development. We've also unlocked some more ticket working methods for ticket inspectors. We've done quite a bit. I've just realised as well, we're 64.8% coverage of our current network, and we've been getting a lot of bus drivers falling ill. We've got another with seasonal flu that has come in. So we've got seasonal flu, we've got a change in demand for accommodation going on today, and I'm just going to show you. We've been busy. We're shuffling bus routes about into the Woolwich Depot, as we're shuffling more bus routes back onto the Greenwich Depot to make them run more often. So some of these new bus routes we've added in, we've now making fully working through the day. The next bus route would be the 176, but that means taking off moving over another bus route over to the Woolwich Depot, hopefully for tomorrow. Then we're looking at the 197, and we're just constantly evolving and trying to get all current operational bus routes, which is only 1, 2, 3, 4 bus routes, fully operational throughout the week. Yes, they're only partial routes, but when we start expanding the map, we will have more full routes. Before we expand the map, though, like I say, we want to get these bus routes up and operational with the bus depots we currently have. Get another bus depot, which is probably going to be this one over here, which would be the Peckham bus station. I think has a depot there. I need to have a look where the Peckham bus depot is, but if we can get a bus depot in Peckham, that's probably the next best route to go. If not, we'll go further down south and go more towards Catford, because I know there's a down here. There you go, bus garage, Catford bus depot. So we probably might have to look at introduce the bus depot down here to start covering this side of the map. Greenwich to cover this area, and then Woolwich to cover this area as well. There's a lot of stuff we need to do. And there's a lot of stuff we have been doing, but right now we're just focusing on improving our network, getting all our network up and running. We need to finish up our Woolwich Depot, which we currently have 72 buses out of the 100 buses. We currently have, 72 buses out of the 100. We also, with that, have 150 bus drivers, a minimum of advanced level going up to expert level. So that's going to help. And obviously with our advance in the tickets, check-in and all that, it just improves our network coverage overall. I think we've also improved, if I go back to the main depot and look at our research, we've also improved on the app development, which we're working on even more so, just so more people have use of, getting on the app and getting everything done rather than having a mass amount of people here. But that is here and there at the moment because, like I say, we're just improving our bus routes as much as physically possible. Now, there is a website out there, I believe, that has all London bus routes, which says what bus routes and what garages and bus routes are run from which garage. Now, coming up to a later date, definitely a one I want to get set. So each bus route will have, each bus route will have the correct depot assigned as it would do in reality. So if I have a look down at we could have a Woolwich depot. Why is the Woolwich depot not under W? What is this? This is definitely a bus garage. Oh, it's Plumstead bus garage. Sorry. So as we're just constantly getting some money coming in, let me have a look or get this back to a good page so you can have a watch. I'm going to have a look at the Plumstead Depot. If you have a look at the Plumstead Depot, it opened in 1981. Interesting. So it's not one of the largest routes available, but it does say what bus routes are running out of this depot, which is the 53. Do we even have the 53 running? Don't even have a number 53 bus route. Where is our number 53? Let me have a look. Let me have a look for the 53. 53. It would be a London bus route, which Orchard Road, Griffin Road, Lower Marsh. Is that the correct one? Yes, because it goes through and it goes across to Woolwich. So a 53 we could technically start running as well. But yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 routes running at this one depot. There's going to be a Greenwich depot, which I believe this will be the Greenwich depot. Let me not zoom in while it's running. But this is basically what I've been doing. I've been looking at all the depots and figuring out what depots are where. So it's Morden Wharf Bus Garage. So it's an M. Even though it's in Greenwich, it's an M. Let me have a look at this. Morden Wharf. What bus routes run out of Morden Wharf? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bus routes run out of Morden Wharf. So right now we're nearly at 300. Yeah. Let me just go and buy some buses while we're waiting, because, like I said, there's just so many buses that we have in operation. We're gonna try and offer you probably 2,000 for that because you've got a dodgy battery. Offer you 51,000 for that. And we'll just buy a few buses that are brand new. As soon as we hit the money too, which will be there. We just had 5 new buses, just like that. Or 5 buses, just like that added to the fleet. That'll be 72. ELO1. So yeah, we're going to try and optimize these bus routes to actually run the buses from the correct depot. And it will take a little bit of time to get fully operational for all the bus routes and all the depots, just because of how much it takes. And that one needs the most upgrades there. We don't have the money to upgrade right now. What I'm going to do then is let the game still run. Get these up numbered correctly. 1, 4. There we go. It's only a few episodes ago that we'd only created this depot. We're nearly enough filling it up, which is kind of crazy. Think about it that way. But we've got 77 buses in this depot right now. Obviously, we started off with 100, and then obviously you go up from there. Get this bus up. Get this fully upgrading. Taking a second, so we'll pause it for a second. Come on, I just need another upgrade. Come on. There we go. Make sure that they all are ready. We've got enough money to buy a brand new bus again. So we're basically just improving the buses, the bus coverage every time we do it. 170. So we should have 78 in here, which we do, which is amazing. We're 20 away from having this bus depot completely full. But like I said, we're going to constantly upgrade these the depots, get more depots, make sure the bus routes that should run on this depot will be here and will be running on this depot, and go from there. So I'm probably going to have to look at these bus routes and see what bus routes are where they are at the moment. And what bus routes are correct and what bus routes are not correct. So we have a lot more bus routes operating right now than we do the bus depots that they should be on. So we need to factor that in as well. But hopefully, having like a lot of these buses right now, if I have a look at the buses, they're all running late. A lot of these buses are running late. So having more buses and more net on the network will allow us to have better breaks between the bus routes, better everything between the bus. Yeah. And before we do that, we need to carry on with getting multiple bus routes. We need 140 odd thousand for that. We need these two to upgrade as well. But that means we will definitely have. We're definitely going to have quite a few buses available. So, what is the next bus route? So first of all, we're looking at the Plumstead Garage, which currently has some of these bus routes aren't even here that we've got that run out of this depot. The 122 runs out of Woolwich. That's going to run out of Woolwich. We're going to switch that to Woolwich. We're running from tomorrow. Great. And that means this one, we can edit timetable, toggle these all on, and then for tomorrow, everything should be operational for the buses, which it is. We've got this one that we need to figure out how to fill in, which is 1325, which I can stick onto there. Then I've got a 1545 that I need to figure out how to stick on. So is there a 1545 anywhere that I can stick it onto? 1545. There's probably one somewhere. It would go there, but that would just push that down the road to have a 15. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. That's a 7. So it's a 1545. So don't get confused. 1545. Any bus routes that I can do a 15, I can do that onto there, but then that just kicks it down the road again to 1550. So we need a 1550 area. Is anyone else going to take a 1515 bus? That will take a 1515, and then we need a 1650, which I believe we should have a route that I've seen over here that will take a 1650. 1645, but I want a recent. A reasonable. There we go. 1650. Perfect. Works. There we go. Even so, I've got enough money to buy another bus because we were shuffling around the Greenwich buses. Either way, we've got a Woolwich bus that we can purchase right now to put onto that. We've got 2 buses we can purchase to put onto that, which we will do in a second. We need about 150,000 for that. But yeah, there's a lot more bus routes that we need to start implementing in these areas. And get these running the correct bus routes out of it. But yeah, it's interesting for what bus routes go where. Into the depot, purchase some buses, get that painted as well. Do I bother buying a used bus? I do. Then I look at buying a new bus. That should get painted. And that needs to get painted. This then renumber them to the correct numbering sequence, which is what we've been doing constantly, which feels like it takes an age, but it's what needs to be done. And what needs to be carried on. So we've now got 80 buses here. So we're basically 80. There we go. We're basically nearly finishing up this bus route, which is kind of crazy. We're nearly finishing up this depot when we've not even moved on to the next depot in the fleet. Which we will, like I say, we will be doing next episode to get that bus depot up and running and up and operational. Which is probably, yeah, the next episode we will be looking at getting a 3rd depot implemented, making sure that all of our bus routes that we currently have operational is good. And that'll be our 81st bus, which will be number 80. There we go. Why is that already a number? That because that one I did wrong. EL0182. There we go. Sometimes I end up just clicking the wrong buses or putting them in the wrong area. Once you're cleared, I want you to make sure I'm painted. Hopefully I can get you painted before you start getting other repairs. It takes a time because I don't know why. There we go. Oh no. It's that one I want to get painted. We moved across and it just takes a while for that to maneuver across. To say it's been one aspect has been done rather than the other. But anyway, we keep clicking, we're going to paint it, we'll get it painted, and we just keep going ahead. There we go, we got it. Yeah, with all this, we have a lot of Evo 500 EVs, which are the perfect buses for London, to be fair. There is probably areas in London where you need single deckers, but we're just gonna flat out go double deckers all the way, and then we'll look at obviously implementing in the future other bus routes, being well when we get more of central London out, we'll unlock some of the tourist bus routes. We'll unlock them at some point because we do have the tourist bus routes and the hotel transfers as well. We'll see how we go with obviously the expansion of new depots and stuff. It is a costly figure. This, and with that, it's not that much that we need to worry about. But there we go. We've got another bus there. Which will be DL0181. There we go. So we're getting plenty of buses on here, which means the extra bus routes that we can start getting implemented when we can. But like I say, we need to slowly move over some more bus routes that are fully operational into the Woolwich network. So if I have a look at these, what ones are... So the 8, that's Woolwich now. That's Woolwich now. That's on Woolwich, but it just shouldn't really be on Woolwich. But a lot of these shouldn't really be on Woolwich. Anything that's Woolwich-ish, Woolwich-ish. This one, the 177A, we need to move that over to Woolwich, so I can start adding the 176A in. Any others? Woolwich area. That's already Woolwich area. That's already on the Woolwich. That's already Woolwich. That's not Woolwich. Okay, that needs to be Woolwich. So the 301. Is the 301 actually a Woolwich bus? It's not. So, but we will make that Woolwich just for the time being. It's probably a Bexley Heath bus route. But we will add that over to Woolwich. Do we have the capacity now? Do we have any buses with nothing on? Because that's... No, we don't. So we probably need to look into maybe another day's route. Another day running. As for statistics-wise, we went straight from 321,000 to 380,000 over a weekend with obviously these extra lines that we do. It won't be far off till we end up getting like 1 million passengers, and we've only got the southeast of London. Like, there's so much more of London and central London that we need to unlock that it's kind of crazy with what capacity we're at right now and how we go ahead in the future with it all. I just realised I can move all of our researchers back to just regular time schedule. We don't have... This one's going to be next unlock, being 1,000 1,410. 1,500 would be another app development. 1,380. So 1,500 is basically our next milestone for things, which those two will probably get us closer to. We've only got one bus that's getting broken parts, which is actually pretty good. That our bus routes are, with having the more experienced drivers, we get less damage on the buses apart from just general wear and tear. So yeah, there is all that. All these buses are going to start getting washed and repaired. We're going to move over to the next day, and then with the next day, we're going to run through another day, try and fill out the Woolwich Depot and make sure the Woolwich Depot is just rammed with all the buses. Get all the bus routes that we do have operational all up and running fully as well. And we are back. So buses are starting to come out of the areas, which is good for us. I have actually added one more bus route into the network, which is the 53A. Although it won't be operational till weekends, we do have the 53A. It's only A because it goes up to here. It goes up to Waterloo Station. So it's got to do what it's got to do. But until that is now operational on weekends, it's going to be run out of the Woolwich Depot. We've still got a few more bus routes to get working all day round, with probably the 53 being the first one as soon as we get more buses into the Woolwich Depot. Now, what I will actually have a look at right now is going, if I do edit timetable, and I was to make it run from tomorrow, how it would set for the Woolwich Depot. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4 bus routes that would need buses. So we need 4 buses basically. So we could start running the 53A every day, which we will get to in a little bit. It's just a matter of obviously getting to that stage. But like I say, we need to just maximise getting the Woolwich Depot completed. And that's probably going to mean that we're going to have to start naming these the correct depot times at areas as well. It's going to take a while to get all these bus routes operational, especially in London, but we will have the facts that we are going to be able to get this done is going to be amazing. Probably won't be or to the degree of how London Transport is with the bus routes running every 10 minutes. We won't need to run the buses well, to that degree, I wouldn't think so. But we're currently operational as a minus 40,000 a day at the moment, which is not good. We need to make a profit on today. We were making 600. We did make 600 and odd thousand yesterday. Monday we made 600,000, 675. Today with an extra bus route, we might make 700. A day, especially with the change, the change in demand for accommodation being a figure there. But yeah, we'll see how this all goes and work the timetable through that way. I did actually change the 53A to add the charging stop and as the loop, rather than the stop up here as the loop. It's it works. Either way, right now, it's about making them work and having them operational properly. So we need 400 to actually upgrade these new bus stops as well, which we will be able to do just when we've started getting more money coming in. Although we should, like I say, by the end of today, have enough funds and enough buses to run that extra bus routes daily. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting bus route. What I need to do actually right now is get these depots named properly. So this will be the Plumstead Depot, which is a PD. for Plumstead. We then have this one. Which is our main depot. Get this renamed to the correct one. Morden Wharf. Which MG apparently, even though it's MW. And that is that bus route operational. So obviously we're going to name it and then we'll do the sub clause underneath it. That's how we're going to go on going ahead with bus routes. But right now we're going to operate how we're currently operating them. We're not just going to say, oh, well, the Woolwich depot, we need to just only have the Woolwich bus routes on that bus route. We're going to make sure what bus routes run on the Woolwich depot will be the primary buses that are there. But we will, or the Plumstead depot, the Morden Wharf depot, whatever ones are running from those depots are going to be the main bus routes for those depots. And then moving ahead, it would be any other bus routes that need running out of that depot as well. But yeah, we also need to look at obviously maybe night buses. I don't know what night buses are going to be operational. What depots run night buses? So that's another thing we're going to have to look into as well. Because obviously, as much as we can do, we're going to try as much as we can in upgrading all of our bus routes to maximise route efficiency and real-world usage. That's an actual word. This would be the 82. ELO82. Oh, 182, sorry. This needs upgrading on everything. And then we'll paint it as well. So, yeah, we're going to maximise the Woolwich depot today, which is the main goal, as well as getting all the bus routes fully operational, is what I've been trying to get done. Even though I've added an extra bus route. So, please bear that in mind as we go through with all the other buses as well. I've got probably enough for another bus purchase, second-hand one, just about. We're going to offer you 50,000 flat. You rejected it. That's not good. So we're going to have to offer you 60,000 flat on this one. You allowed it, which is great. This will be number 83. I know we've got a phone call coming in, but we're going to do what we're going to do. I did hit the paint in time, so that gets painted. That's going to run through and everything. You can have a break for service employee, yes. And we'll reset for tomorrow. Put the Plumstead depot in. We're needing 2 more buses. We're good. We are absolutely great. But yeah, we're not bothering about any night buses at the moment. That's probably going to be an end game thing. It's going to be setting up all the night bus routes and having those run as they do. But for the time being, like I say, we're just fully running these, which is great. And we're just maximising what buses we have. There's going to be no more buses that we can purchase second-hand at the moment. The Enviro 500s. Yeah, so there's so much more expansion and growth for this network. We could probably end up running off... we're probably going to end up having every bus depot in London. Every bus depot filled in London. Like, I don't know how many bus depots there are currently in London. I can do a quick Google search and find out that are operational. And I know how many buses they have in London. So let me just have a quick Google while we go back on this page. You can have a watch and go by. So, how many depots in London? The list of bus garages. It only lists it by current code. It doesn't list it by number. Which is not what I want to do. That does the same. Trust him. Anyway, there's quite a few. Is what we can say. Yeah, we'll pay your penalty. We'll repair the bus. Sign that on a bus route, even though it's running late already. I probably just need to go over the list of bus routes and count them, or bus network, bus areas. But there will be plenty. And obviously, then what bus routes run on those network? One of those will be another thing entirely. So there's like 7,000 buses. 7,500 buses that run in London. Nearly. That can't be right. There's got to be more. Anyway, and then there's a lot more companies that run buses in London. And obviously where the depots are and where the bus networks run from. There's obviously trams and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't actually, I can't see an actual number, but there is a lot of prefixes for bus for actual areas. Just realised we're making so much money. We need to buy more buses. Right. So let's buy this one. We're doing the majority are going to be second-hand buses, and then we're going to have the odd brand new bus fitting in. And I've just realised we don't have enough to buy another one. We've got 3 on the go. That's going to get us for those ones. That one will get us for the middle one. Finish up, there we go. I don't think you're going to be able to secure them up for painting that way. Either way, I can get them numbered up and see what happens then. 8, 8, 4, 8, 5, yep. DL 0185, D10186, DL 086, perfect, and then 87. 7, nice. So we'll see what happens when it comes to these painting the buses. Oh, it just let me just do them straight off one after the other. Amazing. So that's another 3 buses added to the network. We're just under 10 away. 10 away from having a full network, a full bus depot, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. We've got another bus there. That'll be 88. EL0188. Get this painted and get the upgrades going in. There we go. So, if we have a look at tomorrow, we're going to be able to run all those buses on this network. Do I have any buses free? I probably don't, but I need to make sure I've got enough space to get in another bus route, which will be this one. Is this one daily? But that would have to be the same route. Reset this depot. We're missing 3. Which bus routes on here can I swindle off to this depot to make sure it has the correct one? Is that on? That's Morden Wharf. That one should be Plumstead. Stick that to Plumstead. And we reset the depot. Reset. And we're only missing 3 on here, which is fundamental because we might have enough to get the 3 buses in. And then I think we're only 2 bus routes away from having each bus route completed. But yeah, we're doing well with what bus routes we do have operational, which is saying something. Because I'm trying to get all these to be run, while also thinking about where bus routes are operational from. But yeah, we'll look at what next bus garage to do. Because we basically just want to try and unlock another bus garage, which I say is probably going to be this way somewhere. I want to unlock a bus garage somewhere over here and go from there. How are we doing on buses? I'm going to have to buy a brand new one. Going to be 89, which is not bad at all. L0189. We're 10 away from filling up this bus garage. How is this for so we just need 2 more buses for that to be fully running. And then we'll see how we are on the Thursday when it comes to adding in extra buses and extra routes. We might hit both of these today, which we've got 40,000 more tickets. We might do by the end of the day. This one we should do by the end of the day. So we're definitely going to get another... Well, we've got another bus already bought because we've got the funds to buy them. To buy it, I say. And that's going to be 90. DL0190. So yeah, that's operational. Meaning that our timetable for tomorrow, we're missing 1 shift. Which is good, because it means that it's working. And with that one, the tickets sold, no, the completed net coverage, we're good. 91 L0191. Now another one is we need an extra bus coverage. Now I don't think that will acquire an extra network, but we'll insert a bus, and if it gets us that extra percentage, then it does. If it doesn't, we'll have to look at possible other bus routes to implement, which might even have to go this way. But we'll see. We're 46.9, 64.9%. Seriously? Okay. So what bus routes do I have? Let's have a look at what bus routes I don't have currently that are operating out of either of these bus routes that I can actually start implementing. And we are back. So I've made 1 more bus route. which is the 96A. It goes all the way down here. It is a 96 that goes to here, but I've added an extra bit on here. I've set a bus route to go out on it, so hopefully when that bus route goes out, we'll be on 65%. We should be, because it adds this extra road here and then this extra bit here. So hopefully that'll be an extra percentage, which it is. It's 65.2. Expanded network coverage. It was only a £600 bonus, but it was a bonus in itself to get another unlock in passengers. So passengers in one day is going to be an interesting one to hit target-wise as well. We still got one missing bus, but we've literally got the extra bus route to do now. So we can just go in here. Oh, I can get a second-hand bus right now. So let's get the second-hand bus. Get this added into the network. Get this numbered up. It'll be our 192nd, 190. It will be 193rd bus, but we're gonna is numbered obviously 192nd because we started off at 0. Just because of how I wanted to get things numbered. Then we get the upgrade. Perfect. Go on to tomorrow's timetable. Make sure we sign all them. Perfect. And then we're still 7 buses away that we can have implemented. The sell tickets, we might even, I don't think we're going to hit. Are we going to hit that? Let's have a look at our timetable. We won't hit it today. We may hit it tomorrow, though, with our extra routes that we've incorporated. Definitely be interesting to add that through the network, to see how that is. So, we're going to edge closer to this, but we're not going to hit it today. Or we won't hit it tomorrow either, because the change in demand is going to drop. We'll hit it at some point, is what we'll say. We'll hit that at some point. But until then, like I say, we just got our ticket sales to go. We've got to buy more buses. That's all we're doing, is upgrading our depot, our Plumstead depot. Get that all upgraded. It's all upgraded. We just need to fill it out with all the buses. Then we need to shuffle around probably another bus or so to make sure that all of our bus routes will be fully operational. It comes to it. And obviously all these buses are coming out of service right now as well, which is crazy. It's crazy to see when the buses just start sucking them back into the route. Some of these extra buses are going to be doing other things. Before I finish off, make sure all the bus stops are upgraded, which they are, which is good to see. We're about 40,000 away from getting this done, which was kind of crazy, but we'll get it done when we get it done. But yeah, that has been an exciting day today. Right now, that's an additional service, so we're going to cancel that shift. So that bus goes back to the depot after it's completed its service, which is good. We're going to get a few passengers for the day, but it's not going to help towards much. But yeah, it has been an interesting day. We need to get a few more buses to fill that in. We have a few buses here that need repairing, which is good. It's only the odd thing that needs repairing, which is okay. But yeah, it's a busy network right now. We are constantly growing the bus routes. We're constantly growing the network. Thursday, we're going to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll probably come back on a Monday with the next episode when all of Woolwich's depot will be completed, and hopefully all of our routes that we currently have operational will be, well, fully operational every day, and that'll be on Monday. So thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, enjoyed this episode, leave a like on the video, so comment down below as well if you think there's any other bus routes we need to implement, which we can look into next episode, as well as If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, notification bell to be notified every time a new video goes live. With that all being said, thank you so much for watching, supporting the channel. With that all being said, thank you so much. Like I said, yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend, whatever it is you're doing. And I will see you next time for the next video.